Women directors trying to make it in Hollywood face tougher battles than the Terminator and feel as trapped as Trinity in the Matrix. Well, Crown Force Jan Wall, now that I've used the movie puns, here to take a look at the celluloid ceiling.
That's right. Well, it's 2003, and most big-budget Hollywood movies are special effects thrillers, teen comedies, and comic book heroes out to target 12 to 25-year-old males. That's the facts, Jack. We have to accept it. But do we have to accept that women have been almost completely locked out of directing those movies? What do this year's 5 Oscar-nominated Best Pictures have in common? They were all directed by men. These days, it's hard to find films directed by women.
There are plenty of women directors, there's just not enough opportunity.
Tara Veneruso made her first documentary at age 20. 10 years later, she's ready to make her first feature film.
I'm an editor. That's one of my day jobs, is I have to edit for a lot of other directors instead of using my talent, which would actually be much better served if I was spending my time directing.
But she faces obstacles on the path to the director's chair, as fewer women are being hired as directors. In 2000, only 7% of the Hollywood films released were directed by women. There were more films released in 2002. But women-directed movies dropped to 4%. But it wasn't always this way. The first director of a film that told a story was actually a woman, Alice Guy Blaché. Guy Blaché made nearly 400 films in all genres: adventure, comedy, and romance. This was before the 1920s, when there were more women working as directors, producers, and writers than any time in history. With the creation of sound and the studio system in the 20s, motion pictures became big business, and the doors closed on women. Ironically, the president of the Directors Guild of America is a woman. Martha Coolidge is working to increase the visibility of women directors, but without much success. She tells us that the reasons why the movie industry is still a boys' club are a complex mix of myths, economics, and personal biases of executives.
Myths that women can't do action, or women aren't tough enough, or their scripts are soft.
Oh, Christ.
But big-budget action films like Deep Impact and I Spy have been directed by women.
I like this.
One person who doesn't seem to notice is the industry's top action producer, Jerry Bruckheimer. He's made 30 big movies, none directed by a woman. He gets his directors from music videos or TV commercials, also Boys Land.
I can't ever be in the boys' club. I can never be invited to go to the bar and it be okay, and it be seen as okay. Whereas my male friends, my male director friends, do get invited in that way, and it's more than okay, and that's where they do make a lot of their deals.
It is time for us to move back to London.
Not every film is a shoot-'em-up. There are character-driven movies, but they're on the decline.
I'm dying in this town!
You are seeing, in a way, a decrease of opportunity for women because the character-based pictures are actually not being made in as many numbers as they were a while ago.
Whatever the reason, some women are not taking the news lying down. An anonymous group of artists known as the Guerrilla Girls paid for this billboard as part of their campaign to break down the gender barriers. They mask their identities for fear of damage to their careers.
Hollywood is as bad as the art world was almost 20 years ago. So it's one of the last areas of culture to lag way, way, way behind the rest of society in terms of having women and people of color in high positions.
These masked Avengers get their message across on billboards, internet, and stickers.
nobody's to blame, but hey, here's some ways that we can actually change this. And I think it's a far better use of time.
Tara is part of another group called the First Weekenders. That's an organization that emails to thousands of people, urging them to see a woman-directed movie on that all-important weekend it premieres.
Yeah, yeah!
We thought, if we can make a difference in the box office, that's when we can really make a difference.
Conscious that the odds are stacked against her, Tara continues to move forward with her directing plans.
For me, I don't feel like it's a barrier that I need to be concerned with. I think if I spend the effort and time worrying about that barrier, then I won't have the energy that I need to remain enthusiastic, optimistic, and really focus on my vision.
And she'll need all that energy, not only to fight the boys' club. Male directors can fail over and over, but women directors get few chances, if that. So right now, this is one story without a happy ending.
So some of the big points, though, Jodie Foster, she can make a movie, right?
Well, she can, yeah, she can make a movie and direct a movie, but it takes a long time. Yeah, she's one of the few, and also, will it get in the megaplexes, or will it be marginalized to those very small theaters? And I think you haven't seen her doing it for quite a while.
Okay. Thank you,
It's tough
Jan.
out there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jan. Really good story.